Okay, trading the box. We're out of the box. We're in this current level here. Look like we're bouncing and continuing more. Just want to see some follow volume. See that the volume decreased from here to here, so that's good. Plus, this was like a little indecision candle, but you can see from the 30-minute that you had the move down and then it just continued to the upside. So that is definitely good. You see this was some sideways action as well, which was shown from the, from the daily. You can see this very, very small range, and then it continued, but it was in a range for a majority of today as well. So this was a pretty much a tight range from 11:30 to 11:45 to 2:15. Then it got some volume and broke out to the upside. So it closed strong, which is a good time. And then if today was your entry based off of yesterday, good. You might want to run it up. If you're basically want to get in tomorrow, it better be an intraday trade versus a swing trade, because your swing trade should have been out here. Again, we have a lot of candles up, so I'm expecting some type of pullback. It might just be this one and continue up, so you could play it by ear from there. But things still look good for the QQQ. For the SPY. QQQ, same thing. Had the tight range that we saw pretty much after we saw some volatility in the morning, and then it gave you the higher low, and then it continued up and actually closed up near the highs. So that's a good sign. Looking at the weekly, you can see it's definitely going to come back. Well, not definitely. Nothing's guaranteed. But it does look good to get to the new highs. And again, I've been calling that this, not calling no tops or any crap like that, but just saying that the bias is still bullish based on price action for this and for, SPY as well. You can see sideways consolidation. Look at the Russell. You can see that we've broken out of here. The Russell to me still is kind of, I wouldn't get too happy about this one because it is above the 10 now. But again, I want to see some type of retracement because it could be something. You don't know what can happen. So again, you have a nice flag, a break above. You can break above this high, or this high, and it can run and continue. But you see that momentum from the MACD is showing as to the upside as well. So that looks good as well. You have the diamond. Diamond is coming back. Let's look at the weekly. You can see that I drew out these higher lows. And again, the bias has always been to that side because of this weekly price action. If we go to a monthly price action, you can see it even better. So the volume is decreasing on the monthly, but again, the reaction is going to be more on the daily time frame, and then you'll see it transpire on the monthly. So things look good. I always had a cautious but bullish bias. And again, the video shows, so don't think, oh, he's talking out his ass, he was bearish. I wasn't bearish. I just said, listen, there's caution because you don't know where it's going to go, but the bias should be bullish because of the higher big picture type of development that's what's going on. Apple did well, continued to run up from the Beats by Dre acquisition, which is, I don't know if that's good or, it is what it is, and that's the way the stock moves. I'm not thinking about the product. I'm thinking about how the stock moves. People, that's another lesson to think. If you like Apple products, that don't mean you just buy Apple. It doesn't, because you could have bought it up here and then rode it all the way down. You say, oh, I rode it back down. It's all the way up. That's a lot of damn pain. And if you look at this, it's kind of cool, right? A nice cup and handle formation going on. You see that? Cup and handle. Breakout above here. Test back to this high. And then pop back up. Pretty cool. Facebook is looking okay. Again, it's not giving that much. It's giving indecision, quite honestly. But still looks good, just sideways consolidation. So again, we want to see if it could break above these highs and continue to the upside. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Netflix just kept screaming, gave this little pullback and ripped to the upside. So I mean, the momentum is still there, so you should be playing it accordingly. Price line, no, that's not price line. Price line, it's still, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days up. So expect a pullback. You just profit taking, and then you just look for another entry to get in. But again, it's gave that higher low right here, and then just ripped to the upside, which is awesome. Bank of America still. I mean, maybe you're looking for a flag to get above here. I wouldn't be playing that. It's just better patterns. We're still in the box with Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo. Just a pullback, but it still looks good. What's up with Twitter? I haven't talked about that one in a while. And I guess the people that bought the blood kind of were looking at these lows, bought the blood, and it is what it is. So I wouldn't be playing that as well, just because again, I don't really, that really doesn't rock my that really doesn't do it for me. I just rather have a higher percentage setup than just trading a name. IBM still looks weak. Cat still looks okay, I guess. If it could pop above here, maybe. We'll see. And then I remember Chevron I looked at, and it actually still, I mean, I was looking back here, and it moved down pretty well for being the way that the name moves. So you can expect a little pop. I mean, testing the 50, but and you got increase in volume. So I would expect a little pop, but it still doesn't look, if you look at the weekly, it still doesn't look that strong. Okay, so you have these, you know, if I move this down a little bit, or you just say, listen, it could be, it doesn't have to be exact. So it could be kind of like this, you know, maybe just this zone of resistance or band of resistance above, and it tested it, came back for, you know, this is 1, 2, 3, 4th time. So we'll see what happens from there. Again, the momentum is to the downside for the daily, so I would be, you know, very cautious. Let's look at Pfizer. That one doesn't really say much. Procter & Gamble, Citigroup, kind of, I mean, again, I forget what the name is. Like, you could take this off. If you just say, like, what does this chart say? That's kind of the big, you know, the tell is like, what is the chart telling you? If it's telling you lower highs and maybe it could break this below, okay, fine. But if it's telling you absolutely nothing, pick another name versus being an Apple trader or being an IBM trader or have a couple names. And if those names don't give you what you need, if there's other ones that are and they meet your risk parameters, go for it, dude. I mean, a pattern is a pattern. So just make sure that, you know, you look at the top-down type of approach to see if it's in a sector that's looking good and stuff like that. And if it has momentum, has beta, has, you know, an average true range that's decent, go for it, dude. Because if you marry one thing, I mean, you might as well just give me your money, because you're just gonna say, you know, if I say I just trade SPY, right? I just trade SPY, but then what happens if it's in the shit? Okay, if it's in the shit, you find something else. You don't just force. You want to get the trades that the instrument provides to you versus trying to pull the trades you want out of it, because you'll never get the trades that you want. So take care. I'm over my time, and trade them up.